Hello, everybody. My name's Ardendris, and welcome back to All the Mods 10. Last time we were going through... we went through more of EvilCraft. We went ahead and got up to, like, the, Necromancer staff. Still haven't really figured that one out. Have to go fill this thing up with blood so that we can actually use it. Did some of the other things, and eventually, at the end of last time, managed to make all of the different EvilCraft things that we needed. Or there. Oh, you can do that. I've definitely tried that and I couldn't get it working. So you had these two of these piercing vengeance things and the Galgadorian drill. That's nope. And the Mace of Destruction. Relatively simple to make. Nowhere near as hard as I was expecting. Anyways, put together with a bunch of things we already had and these Galgadorian drills that are they're relatively easy. It's just a lot of resources and back and forth between different things. And then a quick trick to the Twilight, just going through some of the basic things. And we now have the Oblivion Shard, meaning that we're one step closer to the star. This one's just getting a bunch of different colored concrete. I have infinite dye because I have dye essence, so we can do that one no problem. This one we're closing in on. It's a bunch of things we can make now. We just need a few more like basic resources. This one's still a problem. This one still have things that are problems. Cool. Well, that was about it. I don't know. This series is kind of getting rough because it's a lot. Because at this point, it's a lot of little big build projects I have to work on. Like obviously, I still need to fix up this. I did a little bit of work between episodes, but it's not at all ready. Like some of the build projects are just like fun little things. Like, hey, we can do this little thing because we have time. But as we can see, the dragon's done. I've worked on it somewhat. The dragons are in here. It's not completed, obviously. But we have like a bunch of resources. I should probably put more like important gems and whatnot just scattered about. But our little dino friend here has its own little bed in this too. Kind of felt fitting to have it down here. Um, the Ice Dragon and the Thunder Dragon, Astrid and Storm, they're definitely going to need more space. I'm going to need to expand these walls backwards. I'm trying to remember how big Tier 5 dragons get. And I want to see a Tier 5 dragon's head is like 2.5 or 3 blocks tall. And considering they're only like a block and a half tall right now, they're going to like double in size by the time they're done. The fire dragon should be fine. It's going to be a little bit cramped, but not too bad. These two, though, definitely need the extra space. So, it's getting there. They technically do have their space. It is technically not in a preloaded chunk because I don't have enough left. But they are just going to exist down over there, and as long as I'm, like, here, they should still be loaded in and growing up. Anyways, what are we getting up to at this point? I don't know. It's really hitting the point where I just don't know what to do with this at this point. There's just a lot of little things. Really do just need to let the machine run up more, but I need extra power. Oh yeah, we do need to go kill the chaotic dragon a few more times. And I did want to read everything as part of the second age because I don't know if there's any info in here that we specifically need, but there are cool little lore bits. So sure, meant to do this last time and then sort of got distracted from it, so blood extraction. Using some spikes, I was able to make a simple utility to obtain some blood from various places. When killing certain beasts, this item will fill up with blood when it's somewhere within your inventory. Sometimes you might come across some bloodstains on the ground. Now it's just saying how to use them. Maybe I just skip through here and to see what's actually important. There are little bits of lore pieces in here. But looking at it again, it's basically just, oh, blood is so powerful. Here's how you get it. Here's what you do with it. And the blood infusion core, this thing we've made. Blood chest. My first simple attempt to infuse items with blood resulted in a simple chest in which tools can bathe in. This bathing causes damage to the tools to slowly disappear. There is, however, a minor issue which causes tools to rarely attain bad effects, like the curse of breaking enchant. I'll certainly discover another way to purify these tools to get rid of these bad effects. Cool, the blood infuser we have running already. Undead trees we had to grow for other purposes. You know what? I thought there were cool lore bits in here, and technically speaking, there are a couple of them. Okay, this page right here is important, like how to use the blood infuser for various recipes. Although we can just do the same thing in JEI as well. So maybe they don't really need to read through here. Evolved blood machinery. Here we go. I was getting tired of pushing mobs off of cliffs and extracting the blood. That is why I constructed a device which is able to extract blood from nearby bloodstains and place it in any nearby tanks. Using some dark power gems, the blood efficiency of this blood extraction can be increased. Placing a spiked plate on top of it will enhance the capabilities of this plate to absorb blood. To absorb the blood of the beast it kills and redirects it to the pedestal. Okay, that's kind of cool. You can make this sanguinary thing. Pump blood into a tank using some things. Cool. Purifier, this thing just getting rid of bad enchantments. Entangled chalice. When you have as much experience as I have with infusing items with blood, you will notice that by enhancing a tier of the fearsome ghast will result in a very special kind of tier. They gave the idea of these. Um, I was going to skip forward, but might as well finish reading it all. It seems to share all properties when split in half. This gave me the idea to build entangled chalices with this tier with the goal of sharing the fluid contents of the chalice with all other chalices that are constructed from the same tier. Normally, you will get 2 chalices sharing content from the crafting recipe, but when replacing the center gold ingot in the recipe with an existing chalice, it will expand the tier network to include that another chalice. These chalices can be placed in the world or held in your inventory. Shift and right-click with it in your open hand to enable the Omni Supply mode, which will constantly try to fill all containers in your inventory with blood. Okay, that's kind of cool. Get a bunch of blood, put a gas tier in there. It becomes a corrupted tier. And then you make a bunch of these chalices and just carry them with you to always have blood on you, assuming you have a bunch saved up. Um, Colossal Blood Chest is just a bigger version of the other one. That's cool, I guess. You can make your own version of the environmental accumulator. Sure. Rooms, blood pearl. You know what? I mean, there's a lot of there's some cool stuff in here, but I don't know if there's anything super jumping out at me as far as EvilCraft go that's saying we need to do that ASAP as well. We've kind of completed everything as far as this one goes that's important. I don't know. We technically could continue on with some of these things. That's a magnet, so that removes bad potion effects. That's a reusable ender pearl. And this always gives you certain effects. I mean, that's pretty good. We could do that one really cheap, though. And only if I wanted to give it, like, resistance or something. I don't know. I think we're good with EvilCraft. What are we getting up to instead? Like, seriously, what is left here? Create? I don't know. For create, I just need to get the blaze burner and a mechanical arm. Relatively simple to do. Extreme reactors, I just need to keep the thing running. I don't know. Most of the tech mods here. It's just build the machine so that we can get the very specific recipes and whatnot we need out of it. Although we are going to need a bunch more power as well. I don't know. Most of the things we need to do for this series are just going to take super long. I just need to keep working on things, keep letting things run, and just have machines going all the time. So it's getting harder and harder to make daily episodes of it. But something we desperately need. We're going to need more power if I want to run the mechanisms thing up to the thing, the super matter condenser thing or whatever it's called. But in order to actually get the super powered generator from Draconic, I'm going to need to kill extra chaotic dragons, which technically plausible right now, but rather annoying. So might as well just upgrade the Draconic fusion thing right now, because why not? Oh, I know I do already have it saved here. So for this, it's a dragon egg. I should have plenty of those. 9 draconic tier things, diamonds. Let's see, just grab out diamonds, and I already have the chaos shards, and I just need dragon eggs. Oh wait, those are large fragments. Okay, those are the large fragments. Where are my dragon eggs? I don't remember where I've stored them. I know I definitely have a bunch somewheres, so let me go track those down real quick. Okay, I found them. So draconic eggs are ready, but apparently we're actually missing a... At, oh yeah, I forgot how long some of these crafting things take. But we are going to need 9 draconic tiers, and we only had 8 at the time. So I need to actually go ahead and upgrade these last 2 wyvern tier ones into draconic tier ones first before we can actually go ahead. So might as well just do that real quick. It's just going to take a moment. And then it should be as simple as just... Come on. Why does that... Was I holding shift? I don't think I was. But as soon as that runs through, we'll have 9 draconic, and then we'll have this one that will be able to be turned into chaotic. And then from there, I think we will have enough left over for everything to get all of our gear up to chaotic tier as well. So that will be pretty good. Energy shouldn't be a problem. We have all that stuff and enough of it to boot. Only gonna need 9 or 10 draconic dragon eggs for this, and they have way more than that. So that can just go. 8 million power running through. These wires should be moving more than enough for that, although these ones are a little bit slow in comparison. And come on. There we go. It's not as slow as I thought it was. I think the higher tiers are actually faster. But there is one chaotic fusion crafting injector. There we go. It did not want to update. And it gives us a free awakened block. Cool. Now, I need to go ahead and do that a few more times. Chaotic capacitor. Best energy battery DE will give. I mean, that could be useful. Chaotic cores are relatively expensive, though. But if we're talking about upgrading the bow, what are we going to need? 6 awakened, easy. A chaotic energy controller and a chaotic core. Chaotic energy condenser is draconic energy controllers, draconic core in those. I think that's relatively easy. It's just a bunch of wyvern cores and wyvern controllers. I should have enough resources to do it. It's just going to be a couple of steps of making everything over again. Draconic cores, I have a bunch. More large gem things. So that should also be pretty simple. It's just a lot of power, and it's probably going to take quite a while for some of these to run through. But eventually, we should have everything we're going to need. Anyways, this one goes there. I need to repeat the process until I have 9 of these. So, 1 second. Wow, thank you ever so much, ATMTeam, for making this the only Draconic Evolution recipe that requires 12 of these things. Reading something else I didn't even think was possible. Like, I read something else that I thought said you could only have, like, a cross pattern like this. I'm not entirely sure how 12 was possible, unless maybe I could put them here? But cool, apparently ATM changed it so that you need 12 of these things for this specific recipe to get the chaotic core. That's so cool. Yay. Well, whatever. I'll make a couple more and be back. That's just annoying. 1 second. Honestly, the hardest tier to get here was the wyvern tier, like the 2nd tier. Like, you have to use a different machine and just build the baseline ones, and then it's a couple of draconic cores, like the very basic tier stuff to make. Wyvern tier is the one where you have to start putting a bunch of random stuff together to get it. Anyways, thankfully, the chaotic core things definitely are much faster. Now it's time to hope that this actually works. As for something I saw, I wasn't sure this was going to. I didn't think this was how it worked at all, but cool. Let's try it. So, that's definitely 2 blocks away, same distance as everything else. If I try to make this thing, will it work now? Cool. Sure. I didn't think that was gonna work, but it did, so here we are. I need 1 chaotic core for the armor and 1 for the bow. Everything else can come afterwards, although this is also going to take quite a bit longer just because of how much more power it needs. Even though this has been upgraded to that, and this has... These ones 100% fill up infinitely faster, though, just because... wait, do they? No, these ones actually fill up quite a bit slower for some reason with power. That's a strange one. Why? What is your power source from? Comes from here, which goes through all the way over here. I mean, I guess this one's supplying everything with only a limit of 8,000, so let's just put that up to 8 million with a bypass surge and bypass limit. Sure. And there's number 2. I could make one more right this second. And out of curiosity, it's just because I'm running out of large fragments. Cool. Let's just stack mode, single item mode, stack mode. Oh, you can do that. That's cool. I guess I didn't try shift clicking this. There's that. Everything can just stack wherever it can, if you would. Okay, that works too. Cool. Anyways, we have 2 chaotic cores. I need these to upgrade various tool things too. I'm going to need these for shield capacity. I'm going to need so many more of these things. I can't really make any more of them right now. The bow, we're just missing a chaotic energy core control. We're going to need 2 of these things, which at this point means 4 draconic energy controllers, which is more wyvern energy controllers, which means more basic ones. Yeah, I just need more basic tiers and more wyvern cores, right? And then I need to stack them. These things are relatively simple. It's just taking these and going like so. So I need 2 of these things for what we have. Yeah, it's just getting more wyvern cores and more draconium cores so that I can make these. So at this point, it's not difficult. It's just repeating the same process a few times over and over again until we actually have enough of what we need. So in that case, I guess I'll see you in a little bit. I'm just going to be grabbing out diamonds and gold, make stuff. Diamonds, gold, make more stuff. That's pretty much what a lot of this mod comes down to now, isn't it? Okay, 10 minutes later, we now have 8 of these things, which in turn, just by going like so and so, I definitely made more of these small things than we actually needed for now, gets us 2 more chaotic energy controllers, which I believe now means I just need to take the bow and the armor, which is right here. Oh, that's not what I wanted. V. Nope. C. No? Shield toggle enable shield always visible. Cool. Oh wait, no, I have to shift C? Shift C, cool. I have no idea if I need to do this. I have a feeling it would probably actually just save whatever's in here, but I don't trust it. So just do this real quick. And now this, if we do that, there we go. Everything we need to upgrade it is just going to be shoved in. And after a few moments, probably a little bit longer than most everything else, just because of how much more energy it requires, we should actually have a chaotic tier piece of armor. Time to do the same thing with this. Well, some of this stuff isn't even draconic tier, it's still wyvern tier. Upgrading all the... Upgrading all of our upgrades. Upgrading the upgrades, yes, that is what we have to do. Is actually going to end up being pretty difficult, I think. There's a lot of them, and they all need to reach, like, chaotic tier, which I don't know if we'll actually be able to do with our current resources. But like so, the chest plate is now chaotic tier. Still not great stats-wise, but I have a feeling that the extra spaces within it are going to be quite a bit better. Uses, upgrade you as well. That's just going to take another moment. Let's see, chaotic chestplate. Hopefully this should protect you. Small chaos fragments, thank you, that's actually pretty important. We also made a chaotic core, so free awakened draconium ingots. Now, like the chaotic shield capacitor, 1 wyvern core, 1 chaotic core, 2 large fragments. I I couldn't afford any of those. I think I could afford literally one of them, but that's... how many... Yeah, I could afford one of them out of like 30. That is not going to happen right in a second. And here's the chaotic bow as well. So let's just stock these things back up. Chaotic projectiles, chaotic gravity, projectile speed, wyvern speed, auto fire, and all the different damages. I don't think that space is any better, actually. Um, no, I think that's just about the same amount of space that was already in them before. It's a... Oh, this one's definitely bigger. You know what? I don't really care that much. Just do this, and it's going to bother me every time I open this menu, but I'm not going to be open. I can't. I was about to say, yeah, it's fine. No, I can't do it. I need to organize this for my own sanity. But, it's... We only have a couple of chaos shards left. We gotta be picky and choosy. We can't do the sword right now. That's a given. That's just out of the question. But if we can upgrade some of these shield things up a bit more, that would help. Or getting the bow super upgraded even more than it already is. I think those are top 2 priority. Um, Let me think on it as I'm organizing these a bit better. Okay, things are organized a bit more again. As far, but looking at like the recipes for upgrading all of the different armor upgrades, we are going to need way more chaotic shards than we currently have. Like these all need like at least one chaotic core, and they all need a bunch of the extra shards. So all of this stuff is just off limits to us right now. But there are a couple of bow upgrades we could get right now, and in fact, some we probably should make. So we're going to need some of this and stuff, and then I'm going to need those extra chaos shards. Oh, I already have the small ones on us. Cool. So these weapon projectile things, each of these gives 35 velocity and some penetration chance and inaccuracy. But the 35 velocity becomes 75 when you mix them together. Upgrade. It's more than that, and then the penetration chance, and you're giving up the inaccuracy. So that's just worthwhile all around. Same with these gravity cancellation things. You get the boost, but you lose all the negatives. So again, sure. The wyvern speed things, the reason I didn't do this was before because I didn't want to spend the wyvern cores. But these are exactly the same cost as these, you just can't have as many. But simple enough, just go ahead and merge these together. I need wyvern cores, not wyvern energy controllers. Let me go ahead and make a couple more wyvern cores real quick. There we go, wyvern cores acquired. Cool. So now these things, along with some awakened draconium and wyvern cores, get turned into draconic speed modules, each of these giving 50%. But these ones actually have a purpose to mix them together. 1 draconic core small fragments, 2 equals 3, essentially. So with that, the bow actually gets a pretty decent upgrade, and it's taking up a lot less space. I do also... I don't know. I think I want to turn at least one of these into it. You're losing out on some damage, but that is minus 12 in accuracy. Or it will be minus 12 in accuracy, so I think at least one of them's worth it. Also, I believe that this is now counted as chaotic damage, which I think actually counts differently somehow. I don't know, I was reading up on something about it, where chaotic damage is calculated differently against a dragon. So, with that, the bow should be considerably better upgraded. Armor just has to settle for now. Aw, the core looks different. I was hoping the shield would be different coloring as well, but oh well. This energy... Where... Oh, I put both of the energy cores into here. That explains it. I was like, I feel like I am missing something. There we go. Yeah, that is definitely quite a bit more accurate at this point. Like, the shots were still running. Inaccuracy is... Oh yeah, it's way more accurate even than a regular bow at this point. It ignores a lot of gravity, has quite a bit of penetration chance, and some base damage stuff. Although if I'm gonna go use this against another dragon, maybe I build a couple more damage things first. So, how do I do it again? I just grab out one of these so I can have the recipe down. So, from here, helps if I go in here. I need a wyvern core. Again, I can just make more of them. It's just a bit annoying making them all the time. And wyvern projectile things, splash damage, splash strength 2. Again, a little bit rough making a bunch of those, but not too hard. And in fact, I don't need that many potions, but I need splash damage 2. So yeah, I make 4 of these at a time too. Strength 2 gets, I make 4 of them. That's 4 of these tiers, and then 2 and 2 is 2 of these ones, which in turn would be 1 more chaotic tier. You know what? Sure, why not? I just need netherite, or nether warts, a piece of blaze powder, and a piece of gunpowder, and I think that's everything I need for the potion, and just a bunch more draconic stuff I have to build for like the umpteenth time. I forgot to go ahead and put the actual good arrow we've been using away, so I have to go get another one of them and re-enchant it with the netherite tip to make it better. But I did actually go ahead and manage to get 2 more damage upgrade things, which technically speaking, I could evolve into the next tier, but I don't see a reason to do so right now. I don't think I really need to get up to chaotic tier on all of these, maybe just the one of them to make sure it's actually doing chaotic damage, until I know until there's just too many of them and I need the extra space. Curiosity though, okay, that does not actually give anything extra. Draconic speed, might as well just grab all these reward things. Come on, give me chaos crystals, please. I guess small chaos crystals works. Not exactly what I was after though. Um, oh, it just gave us 3 chaotic cores. Okay then, that's what I wanted. That was pretty good. Um, and there's a free chaotic control, like, wow, okay, it gave us 2 of those for free. Can we actually go ahead and upgrade something with the armor now before heading back to the dragon fight? Um, let's see, I don't remember. Shield controller, shield recovery, and all of these. Just grab one of each so I have something. That needs a chaotic shield capacity booster, so I can't make that one first anyways. This, I just need another large fragment and a wyvern core. What is the purpose of upgrading this one time, though? It goes from 0.3, 1.350 to 0.5. Okay, so it's double shield capacity, a little bit better recharge. That's not worth it for such an expensive thing. Why, get out of my face. Shield recovery. Again, pretty much the same recipe. This one just needs large fragments. I could do one of these things too. Shield recharge gets doubled, shield operating cost gets doubled, and okay, so again, good, but it's just doubling the effectiveness of it. Not that important compared to other things. Can't really do that right now. So it's just a question of, is shield control worth it? Shield cooldown 5 seconds. Yeah, that's probably the most worthwhile thing here. Just need 2 netherite ingots. That's super cheap at this point. Like, netherite is nothing to us. Chaotic shield control. That is 1 extra chaos core. And I can have exactly 1 more of these right now. Meaning I get to upgrade 1 thing 1 time. Or I save everything. Do I think 1 upgraded shield module is better than just leaving them for extra things later on? Maybe. Staying alive is way too important. So 1 wyvern core and 1 draconic core. And this one doesn't actually need the chaotic. No, it's fine. I'm just gonna go as is. I'm just gonna dump everything, and then we're heading back to the the end. That's the name of the place. Just gonna dump everything I can elsewhere. I'm gonna go turn on the healing machine, and I guess we're heading back to the end, and I'm just going to teleport over to the next Chaos Dragon. Apparently they're in 10,000 block increments. There we go. That's what I was hoping to see. So yes, we are now in Chaotic tier. I just needed the extra, the upgraded version of the, shield capacitor thing. That means that this thing, the bow is still glowing, the wyvern tier. Hold on, if I do that, does it change colors? No, I was hoping just, like, changing which upgrade thing is in front, it would like change what's here, but it doesn't appear to. Oh well, this I'm hoping is now doing chaos damage and should be quite a bit better. Anyways, off to the end. Right kind of scred. Now, if I go over to this, don't even remember what death mark it is. Probably any of these, actually. So this one is here. 10,000 blocks in any direction, basically. This is 20,000, 20,000. I'm just going to do /TP at a 30,000, 100, and 30,000. That's going to put us right into the fight. I completely forgot the healing machine. Also, I'm just in the ground, apparently. Where am I? Supposedly this should put us... Yep, that put me exactly where I thought it was going to put me. But let's go back home and put on the healing machine. 1 second, I'll see you back over here. And I'm going to try and aim it so we're not underground this time. Okay, the healing machine is now on. I'm just going to repeat the same teleport thing. And just fly straight... You're so obnoxiously loud! Where is it? Ah, there it is. I guess we just have, like, one of these castles right in the middle of it. Or... Let's see, where's the central point? I was told... Apparently I can just, like, bypass its shields by hitting it enough. Somehow. What's doing damage to me here? I actually have no idea what was happening there. Why was I taking... There we go. Apparently they do... Okay, there's the big old laser beam. Okay. You're so loud. There we go. There's something weird going on where... I'm just taking some random damage out of nowhere, and I don't really know why. But it seems like I can just sort of sit here and let the laser beam hit. And the laser beam does a bunch of damage to that thing. Where is all the damage I'm taking coming from? Like, I'm definitely keeping safe enough distance from most of these attacks. Okay, get down here. Cool. Ah, another one of them broken. Oh, really? Really? I forgot to switch away from teleport home. I was gonna just teleport straight over here and let it recorrect and start getting damage in immediately. But that was literally a quarter of a second. Usually I can survive against it for longer than that. It's gonna be the stupid withers now, isn't it? Oh no, it's doing the, it's not doing the withers right this second. Did we break it? Yes, we did. Cool. So, I have no idea really what the intent... I don't have the necklace on that lets me, really? I took off the cast, cancellation necklace. I didn't realize I did that. It's still in here, right? Is it in here? Why on earth would I take that thing off? No. No? It's not turned off. It just... Oh, it's gotta be like super powerful lag then. Cause I see no reason for the teleport to just not be working at the moment. Come on. Yeah, there's just really powerful lag at the moment. Cool. Anyways, I do not care about this dragon. I am just only care about these crystals for right now. Really wish I could fly. Thank you. Let me teleport that time. Just use the bow to get the damage in. Come on, I just gotta do enough damage to this thing to break it real quick. Come on. That is so loud. I'm just gonna see you when all the crystals are broken, because I'm just doing this, repeating the same old process, avoiding as much damage as possible. And eventually, I should be able to force all of these to break. Dive down. I mean, if it helps with those, that just makes this a lot easier. Cool, it's broken. 7 more to go, and eventually it's gonna do the withers, and I'm gonna be super annoyed. Hey, look, it's the withers. Cool. I still don't like this fight. I still don't see why people think this mod is super fun. The further we go into it, the less I'm still just like, okay. This is a super big, super popular mod. Why? Oh well. Anyways, I'll see you when all the crystals are broken. Cool. I didn't actually get hit again and use the undying thing again. It was literally just fighting to actually be able to attack the things forever. Okay, there's the big old laser beam. If it's just gonna keep doing the big old laser beam, I know how to deal with it at this point. But yeah. I mean, this mod is super overpowered, which I guess is why people like it so much, or why it's so big and famous and old. I don't know. Big old power fantasies can sometimes be fun, but like there needs to be a reason for it to be that strong, and you need to actually have some. I don't know. The challenge to get to here is just seems kind of like tedious to me. Like I don't know. Like it's overpowered and but it's too tedious for my liking to reach that overpowered in this level, and it's not challenging. I can win all of these fights eventually. It's just gonna take me several hours because I need to beat at least 3 more of these things to actually get this super powered generator that I'm going to need. I don't know. It's very expensive, so I guess it should be challenging, but I don't know. It's just it does not feel like a fun challenge. This feels like just making things super difficult just so they're difficult. I don't know. It's really just not my style. Anyways, just gonna repeat this process for the next 30 minutes till the thing's dead. I wonder if I can nail any shots from here. It doesn't really seem like it. I think the explosion might be knocking the aim off. Come on. Also, oh, I actually landed some hits there. Also, why are all of these things attacks so loud? Like, why is this thing so obnoxiously loud, by the way? I cannot land. And it's this one. It's gonna spawn all the withers? No, it's this one. Okay, this is at least better. The wither is just... it literally makes me nauseous. Anyways, I'll see you when this thing's dead. It's gonna be a while. I forgot this thing had a phase 3. Okay, cool. The last arrow hits a phase 2 and I was like, yay, we won, and then it didn't. And of course the last 2 things in a row had to be the million withers. I don't know. I got excited thinking it was over. It's not over yet. I'll see you in a moment again. Okay, this should be the final go around. As soon as this laser is done, I'm flying in and I should be able to finish it off with a couple more arrow shots. Come on. It was literally 1. After all of the Cataclysm bosses, I was beginning to think maybe I was just being a bit too harsh on it. Like all of the Cataclysm bosses are great. I think I was spoiled by that one. I was thinking maybe this one's not as bad as I was thinking. It can't possibly be completely awful. Like there's maybe I'm just misremembering. Maybe I was being too harsh on it. No, I hate this fight. I well and truly hate this fight so much. Like it's for a boss fight. Realistically, what you want it to be, what you want for a boss fight is you want it to be challenging. Like you kind of want your player to struggle a little bit against it, but you want to be able to reach the point where when where the player beats the thing, they're saying, yay, finally I beat such a real tough opponent. You don't want them saying, is it finally over? And that is how I feel every time I fight this thing. Like, it's finally done. Let's just count it real quick. How many more times do I have to kill that thing? I really want to know. So, to get the reactor core, which, I mean, this is going to be the best way to get power, because apparently we're going to need a bunch more power for running these machines. Another free chaotic core. Nice. I didn't realize that. So we need 4 of these reactor stabilizers, which is to say, let's just do that. Reactor stabilizer frame. That's a wyvern core and some stuff. Cool. 4 draconic energy things. Some of those. Easy, easy, easy. Yeah, that's easy. It's still just more draconic stuff. So, all of this stuff and all that stuff is meaningless. I need 4 of these reactor stabilizers, which is to say 4 large chaos fragments. Cool. 1, 2, 3, 4. Done. Now you also need 4 chaotic cores, which I have 3. I actually have. Cool. So we can actually go build these reactor stabilizers right now. So there we go. That's actually that step done. You also need the reactor energy injector. Needs to be on the different side of all the stabilizers and has the same axis as the core. Cool. Now this is made with a bunch of easy stuff again. That's done. Reactor core is the most important part of the reactor. 5 blocks and you can right click it. Conic reactor core, save that recipe. A chaos shard and 2 large fragments. Hold on, there's that and 2 of those. Could we actually build the reactor if we wanted to? Yeah, there's just some stuff we're gonna have to keep track of with it. A jumpstart can only hold 1 billion, and while that it won't be for long. When it reaches a bunch, it'll blow up. You'll need a bunch of energy to start and to activate, and a flux gate will help limit how much OP comes in and out. So again, pretty simple to make. Can we do this right now? I'm gonna need to have a bunch more awakened draconium on hand to make sure it's always filled up. But I think next time we're building an ultimate reactor, I just need to make sure I have 500 million OP stored up, which I think I have. Hold on. Where's our teleport thing? Waystone. Like, did we really only need to kill 1 more of these things? If I want to upgrade the gear, which I do, we're going to need way more than that. But just, like, look at this. Each of these holds 16 million. So the Flux network itself has 48 million stored up. That's not a lot, but that's not enough, but it is a big chunk. 48 million there. This thing is storing 100 million. I thought I had a second battery here. These things can also produce a bunch more. So we're at 148 million FE. Is there still a battery in here? There is. It only has 1.6. Both of these do, so that's not really making any dents. So, and the reactor over here. This battery is currently holding 0. Operational capacity, or, whatever. Bypass limits. This is the endpoint. So, this is now storing power again. 1 mega M... I don't know. We might actually have enough power to start up the reactor. It's a big maybe right now, though. That's there. Oh. Problem is, it is storing up everything. Bypass limit here. Yeah, all the energy in the system is going to storing in here, though, right now. So I can't really just let it do that of its own accord. Bypass limit there. I really have no idea where all this power is going. I might have to shut down just about everything that I can in order to make sure that we have enough stuff to start it up. But I think next time that should be good. Yeah, I think we can actually build I think we can build the super reactor next time. Or at least we can get it started and make sure we have enough stored up. I'll have to turn off everything and just let this thing build up for a little bit. But anyways, I want to thank you very much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed as much as I have, and hope to see you next time. So without further ado, take care, everybody. I want to thank everyone one more time for watching, and a special thank you to the channel members. Yamato Tanagura, Goddess of the Star-Filled Void, and the Phantom Knight. Thank you three so much for the extra support. So for real now, take care, everybody.